So hello devs, hope you all are doing pretty well. So today we are going to discuss about server side program. Already we have completed our client side code, so now it's time for server side so that we can view our server in our client system. So let's go and start PC, and here I will create another folder by the name server. Okay, let's close this, open notepad++, and this part already we are done with this part. So let's go for writing our class. So public class start, public class start, time for writing main method. Before that we'll do one thing, we will save this, where we have to save dev server. What will be our file name? start.java. Save it. So public static void string args. Now what we have to do, suppose if we are running our server program, what we have to give? Initially we have to set the password so that client side can rewrite that password and it will do the authentication process as we have discussed earlier. Okay, so we are going to create one class. That class name is set password, because at the time of running this server, so first of all, what is our requirement? Our requirement is to create a password. Means our requirement is to create a dialog box which is going to consist of a password. Okay, so set password frame1 equal to new set password, and that's it. And then frame1 dot set size. We'll set size for that UI 300. Width and height will set 80, and frame1 dot set location, where it has to be located. X and Y coordinate will be providing 300. Okay, and set visibility as true for this frame1. Set visible VILA, set visible as true. Okay, so we are done with this, and let's go save this, and let's go and create another class. So let's write this class name as public class set password. We'll do the saving as set password dot java. Okay, so our class is set now. Now what we have to discuss here, first of all, at the time of creation of socket, I told you we have to give, one is IP address and second one is port number. So for this we have to provide port number here. So port number we are going to make it as static. Why? Because we don't want to change this value each and every time, so this value should be static string port. In which port we are going to provide according to your need. You can provide anything like 4907. I'm going to give it here. And apart from that, what are all the things we are going to provide in that dialog box? You can say, for the time being, you can say dialog box. So we are going to provide one button in that panel, then one full panel will be there, some label will be there, in which we are going to write like that. Okay, this is password, enter password, like that we are going to write. Okay, or you can say set password, and then text fields should be there. So likewise I am going to initialize. For the time being I am going to pause this video. so that I can declare each and everything without wasting the time. Okay, so we have done the declaration for all the stuffs which we are going to use here. So likewise I told you everything, so we are going to use it here. Now for this J panel and all, we are going to import our swing package. Okay, so import java x dot swing, and then import java dot awt dot star, you can say awt dot event dot star, and then import java dot awt dot star. Pretty much fine. Now let's go and create our constructor for this set password. And one more thing, what we forgot here to extends jframe, and then implements action listener, because we are going to perform some action over that button, so that's why implementing action listener. Now let's come and create constructor for this set password, and after that we have to initialize each and everything here, like jpanel will give for the jpanel what we can give, new jpanel. Likewise we are going to initialize each and everything. For the time being I will take a pause and I will write it here. Okay, so now we are done with this. See what we have done here, I will tell you. So level 1 we have initialized, like level 1 equal to new j label. After that level 1 dot set text set password, we are going to show that okay set password for this, and then text 1 same thing, size will be given like label equal to new j label. This all thing we have done. And what about this panel? So panel is going to be also initialized with new grid layout, and the ratio will be like 2:1. So width height ratio is like 2:1. And apart from that we are going to add each and every component. This level 1 is what component, like j label is the component, j text field is the component, which we are going to add it in our panel, and then we are going to set this panel in center. Now what is our another task is, whenever we are going to click this submit button, so it has to perform some action. So submit dot add action listener, so okay, submit dot add action listener, and this and apart from that set title, so that what title we can set, anything we can set, like give password, setting password for client, will give this message. Now this is our constructor where everything is going to be initialized. Now we have to write the method for action performed. Okay, so whenever the button is going to be clicked, so this method is going to be performed. Public void action performed, ACTA in action event E, action event E. Action event E. Now we are having our string as value 1 and value 2. So in value 1 what we are going to do, from the text 1 we are going to get the text. Okay, so value 1 dot value 1 equal to, from where we are going to get the text 1 dot get text. So from there we are going to text, and then dispose, and after that new, we will create another class for this init connection, and then we will pass one is port number and then this value, okay, to our you can say client. So new, directly we are going to create object for this class, new init initialize this connection, like connection, initialize this connection, initialize the connection, and then integer dot parse int of which port, because we are having port it in string format. So likewise we are going to pass it in integer type, and then we are going to send it to our client side, and then value 1. Whatever the password we are going to take it from here, same password we are going to give there, so it will matches both, then only authentication will be done. Okay, public string get value, this is the getter actually, get value 1, and then just return the value for this, return value 1. Okay, so whenever this method will get executed, it will return the value. Which value we are going to return? Whatever the value we have taken from text1, you can say. And after that we'll write one main method, public static void main, and string args, and then set password like frame1 equal to create object for that, set password, and after that same frame1 dot set size, what will be the size? 380, and then same all this thing will do the copy and pasting for this. Okay, so set location we are given, and then set visibility as true we are given. Okay, so I guess we are done with this code. Just save it and create new class, and the class name will be init connection. So public class init connection, and save it by init connection dot java, and we will see this class implementation in our next video. So for the time being, you can see the video, and if you are facing any difficulty over this code, you can ask it in comment section below, and if you have not done subscribing it, you can subscribe it fast, and try to share it with your friends also, so that they can also get quality education. And if you have not liked this video, please like it and share it. Thank you guys for being with me.